Welcome everyone to the Tar Heel. I was about to say Sunday Tar Heel. Tar Heel Game Day. What's going on, everyone? Nathan and Jeff here. We are your Heel brothers, as a matter of fact. Jeff is now officially a Heel brother, dude. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. How are you?
Doing very good. I am excited. I haven't warmed up the coffee pot just yet. Not yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'll probably wait till we actually get to the live watch party, which hopefully you guys will see that. You see 10:15 p.m. is going to be the live watch party. That's when it's going to start all the way throughout the duration of the game. A lot of coffee is going to be drank, and I'm going to be so excited for that, bro. Are you? You not hanging out with David tonight? Is it just you? Is it you and the fam?
No, it's just me at the house. I was only going to be able to do part of it anyway. So state playoff brackets, volleyball came out the other day, came out Thursday. And so we made the playoffs.
Awesome.
But we're the lower seeded team. We're a 17 seed. And we play the 16 seed tomorrow, which means we're on the road. And it just so happens to be against Lejeune High School at Camp Lejeune. So, and it's getting on the base is all the, so the bus leaves at like 9 o'clock in the morning from school. So,
hey, brother.
So I was like, I'm just not going to try to take this show on the road to David's house. I'm just going to do it from here.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that at all, brother.
And hope I make it through the game. Normally I would not. Yeah, I'm always going to make it through a game, but this one, I'm like, we're going to see how I feel and what time it is and knowing what time I got to get up. So,
dude, I'm with you, brother. As a matter of fact, I've got a 3-hour trip tomorrow as well, dude. Like first thing in the morning, as in,
at least I'm not driving. I mean, I can sleep on the bus. At least I can sleep on the bus if I have to.
Right.
Except nobody else will sleep on the bus because I snore. So, yeah, if I sleep, they won't.
Yeah, keep everybody else up, man. I'd say that's all right, man. It's worth it, man, for our Tar Heels across the way there, over there on the West Coast in Berkeley, California, out there in the Bay. Matter of fact, I've got a 3-hour trip at like 6 o'clock in the morning as well. So like the second that the live stream is done, I'm doing the post-game reaction, and then I might even tell Alan to do the post-game reaction, and I'm getting out of here. That is for sure. So heading down to the beach just for today tomorrow. And then I'll see you again next Saturday, as we got another 12 o'clock or so, another 3 o'clock leave from my house next Saturday to get up there to do Tar Heel Game Day with you. It's going to be a good time, ain't it?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, win some games and we might not have the noon kickoffs,
Yeah, that would be really nice, dude. As a matter of fact, today you guys got to see our preview and predictions, me and Alan. Alan is in here. I think he's having some technical difficulties, so when I see him pop up on my little screen, I will bring him in. But we predicted the game. By the way, we had a great time on the scouting report. It's an hour-long episode. I would definitely say to go check that thing out, but you'd have to miss
Ahmad is awesome. He is awesome.
Ahmad is great. And
I watched that. I actually watched it today. I didn't watch it till today. I wasn't able to sit down and watch it. I watched it today. That and this morning stuff y'all did, the recording y'all did. And Ahmad is fantastic.
Dude, Ahmad is great.
I mean, Reza's great too, but Ahmad is awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Reza. I love Reza's voice. Is like that dude is another level with his voice, man. That thing is awesome. And his daughter's cat got to have a little spot on the show that was called out by one of our viewers, Melinda Dolphin. She's like, is there a cat? Did I just hear a cat? Yes, you sure enough did. It surprised me when it was happening. But sure enough, Ahmad is running for governor out there as well. I found that out just the other day. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Played on a team played on a Cal Berkeley team with Ron Rivera, I heard him say.
Yes. And cool. Created that whole chant over there.
The whole thing, yeah.
The whole thing, which is, I mean, and even by the way, go check it out. But College Game Day, when it went to Cal last year, he was the one leading that off on ESPN to open up Game Day.
I heard y'all say that. I have to go back and try to find that.
Dude, Ahmad is like the dude, man. Ahmad is the guy. Love that dude to death, and really rooting for him over there, man. Really hope he, really hope he, he does well in his votes and everything, man. He's got the personality for fantastic.
It. Oh, absolutely, for sure. He sure as heck does, man. Yeah.
But dude, we learned a lot about the Cal team, that is for sure. But we went into the preview predictions, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop them up here.
Allen threw the curveball.
Allen threw a major curveball at me this morning, or last night, as I should say.
Last night, man, I was like, what?
Huge.
It was doom and gloom the whole time, and then he busted out with I'm gonna go with the Tar Heels. I was like,
I know,
whoa.
and you know what's crazy is like Allen would do stuff like that and actually end up getting it right. So
hey, man, it's like I said, it's like I said, I fear it's a little more towards you, but I think part of my war cry now is just gonna be prove me wrong, guys. Prove me wrong, please.
You show me who you are.
I'm cheering, I'm rooting, but prove me wrong, please.
Dude, I'm so with you, dude. I'm seriously, I can't stand it, brother. I've got the Carolina blue and the California gold back here behind me. It's gonna be. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing their quarterback play. They've been talking big time about this guy. When he flipped his commit from Oregon to go to Cal, that was big, man. Like that was huge.
Yeah.
Especially this is right after Fernando Mendoza had just left. A lot of people thought this guy's going to be really good, and he definitely has the potential here. I'm here. There's Melinda Dolphin. I'm here, but I'm actually watching UNC women's soccer right now. Always a good time to root for our soccer team.
I just finished watching on my other screen, watching volleyball close out Boston College. So,
oh, that's awesome, man.
3-0 sweep.
I love
field
it,
hockey.
dude.
Field hockey was down 3-1 today and came back and won 4-3 at the freaking buzzer, basically.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Me and you talked about this after
goal with like 10 seconds to go or something, man. It was
Wasn't it after this past game that me and you, because your daughter was there. We got to talking about the the non-revenue sports and whatnot, the Olympic sports. And like, dude, if Carolina was to move to like the SEC, what do those places do, man? Like they're going to be going to different conferences.
A lot of them, they don't support, like the SEC doesn't support. The Big Ten actually, I've seen the numbers and I don't have them at my fingertips now, but the Big Ten actually supports more of those sports, I believe.
Yeah.
SEC, like the schools that don't have, the schools that have a varsity sport team in certain sports like field hockey, which SEC does not support, and that's one of our big ones. I mean, good gracious.
Oh, dude,
now. The schools wind up playing in another conference for that sport is what happens. But not a it's something, but it's not. I don't know. You lose rivalries and stuff like that, conference rivalries, when you have to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's really annoying. I mean, we understand that realignment's bound to happen, like it's coming. North Carolina's
and those sports again. Yeah, and these Olympic sports are the one. I mean, they're not driving. They don't drive revenue at all, and but the athletes, all those athletes, put their heart and soul into it.
Oh my God, yes.
So
and they win, especially with us.
For us, they win. That's very true. You look at it. I mean, there's so much. I mean, it's just crazy when you think if you actually look at all the refs, all those the non-ref sports, the Olympic sports, we're ranked in pretty much in year in and year out. We're ranked in almost damn everything.
Yeah, it's
swimming.
Amazing.
I mean, men's and women's swimming, track. I mean, it's just
wrestling,
cross country, wrestling. Geez, I mean, it's one of those things. Softball is strong. Our softball program at Carolina has only come up because the new coaching staff.
You keep me busy with all the recruitment posts. I tell you, dude, you send me stuff all the time.
They've got it going. Yeah, they've got it going on, and we really turned a corner last year. That team really turned a corner last year, I think. And we're on the way there. So that's something you got to watch out for. Baseball, baseball's a little more rev driving now as it gets, it's getting bigger and bigger. So
consistent winning.
But baseball period. I mean, the sport of college baseball period.
Oh yeah.
I mean, CWS is a huge thing. It's so big, and Carolina's been a strong baseball program traditionally forever. Mm-hmm. So Beat State in the fall ball final exhibition last night.
That was awesome. Good to see that. Ended up being 3-1, I believe it was.
Yeah,
came down to it.
We got it late. We got on them late. They had us. It was pitcher's duel going for a while, and trying out different pitchers. So we were switching in stuff.
Melinda,
that's those are my ideas. We've got I've got to figure out how to do That's all right. With me being a part now, that's probably my niche more than anything. So I would just tell folks, be on the lookout, because that's the kind of thing that I think I can contribute the most to this group.
And I think
I think that's what y'all kind of were looking forward to as far as my contribution. So
absolutely. We love that, bro. I mean, you, like I said, you're there, you're everywhere. You're where we can't be all the time. Mm-hmm. And like you're into that.
Living 10 minutes away is pretty easy. I mean, it's
no joke.
10, 15 minutes away is pretty easy. So,
absolutely, bro. But dude, we got a football game tonight. By the way, brand new sponsor up there. If you look at the top right, K-Bar Soap. Our guy Chris Allen and Chris have been friends for about 10 years now. They met at the Southern Christmas Show. If anybody's in the Charlotte area or comes down to the Charlotte area during, next month being November, they have the Southern Christmas Show, a big time event, venues and vendors and all kinds of stuff come down, big Christmas event. Well, Chris set up almost about 10 years ago now, set up down there, and him and Alan got to meeting and become really good friends over there. So he is sure enough, he's actually local to our area down here at the very tip top of South Carolina, very, very, very base of North Carolina there. And sure enough, he's come on with us, and we're really excited to push his products over there. Ditch the bar, grab a grenade, 15% off. Use the promo code HB15, K-Bar Soap Company. I believe it's down in the description. If you're watching YouTube, I think if you're watching everything outside of Twitter, maybe it should be there. The link, you can go check it out down there, and go give him a look at all his soap and also beard care, hygiene products. He's got it all over there. He's even got gear. He's got apparel. He's got all kinds of things. And if you come to the Christmas show and you see him, make sure and go check out he's got his son and daughter. His son creates candles and his daughter creates like all natural lipsticks and things of that nature. So it's like a family business now. Former Marine, and dude's awesome. He did a little bundle pack just, as a matter of fact, he just announced it yesterday with him and 2 other former vets who have their own businesses. They're coming together and creating a bundle pack that's going to be unveiled right here pretty soon. So be sure and go check all that stuff out. Really great to have them. We got a football game at 10:30 on ESPN. Our Tar Heels are over on the West Coast, getting ready to take on the California Golden Bears. Dude, first off, I want to get your thoughts on the game for sure, but I want to get your thoughts about us leaving yesterday to get there.
I don't know what we normally. I don't know what the norm is. I was going to try to look that up after I was listening to y'all today, because I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that was the case. Honestly, I hadn't paid attention to it till y'all were talking about it. I was listening. Like I said, I was watching the scouting report this afternoon. Right. I would like a little more time to get acclimated. Me personally, if it was me, maybe they voted and that's what they wanted to do. I don't know. I mean, I used to travel and go out west, when I used to travel for work and go out west, it would freaking ruin me. I mean, it ruined me for even the mountain time. The 2 hours just killed me for I'd be there for a week and it would kill me for about 3 days. So, but I'm just a washed up high school wrestler. I didn't freaking play football at the college level. So, they're tuned a little different. Right. So
you'd think, hopefully they are.
But no, I would like to see them. Yeah. Yeah. No, I would like to have seen them gone out. Probably another day early, but yeah.
Yeah, I figured they kind of would myself, just being odd to me. First thing I want to say is I've got the betting line down there below at 9.5. It's changed again. So when we
What is
did
it
the
now?
scouting report yesterday, it was at 8.5. Then it came back up to 9.5 this morning. Now it is at 7.5.
Holy crap. What's going
What
on?
is happening? It opened at 12.5. I'm just now seeing
I
this.
know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm trying
I
to
tell you,
pull
boy, this
stuff
is
up.
about to get interesting. What do they know that we don't know? Or what does Vegas know?
Somebody's like, somebody tried to explain this to me before, and I glazed over because, like I've said before, I think I don't bet. So,
Right.
I glazed over, but it has something to do with money that's being laid down, as far as I understand it. So there's been a lot of money.
Money is getting. I mean, people are heavily starting to bet North Carolina side. It would seem right now.
I
So
think that's
I
how
don't
it's going.
know.
Yeah, I can't remember how it works, but I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, if people are starting to bet heavy towards that side, good luck to you if that's the case. I tell you. I remember saying that Gio had a traumatic brain injury going on into the season. There's a likelihood of him being admitted. He had a
Yeah, that just came out this week, right? The accident. I think that's the first I saw.
Yeah, I think it's officially they officially came out with it this week or maybe late last week. I can't remember the timeline exactly.
Something like that,
but
yeah.
all signs point to him being quarterback tonight going out there. So,
listening and you know what? When I saw that, I immediately went back to Queese and what Queese was talking about when we talked to him this week. And I'm going,
Yep.
oh my gosh. Queese just said, and I'm like, oh, and I trust that dude. So, I mean, hey, but I was like, ooh, yeah, that's, again, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Stamp it on my forehead.
The same way with
prove me wrong.
Please. I will gladly be wrong. If I'm wrong, I will be thankful for it. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, not a gambler, but I would definitely be betting the under or whatever. That being good old Kevin McAllister, good to see you, buddy. Alan should be in here pretty soon. As a matter of fact, we're going to have Tar Heel Ron is going to be joining us today after 9 o'clock. He's out hunting right now, and he's coming back. I've already sent him the invite, so we finally get to have Jeff and Ron meet each other for the first time officially. Nice. It's going to be a good time. I love Jeff, man. Jeff has actually he's been with us since a year before we started the Hill Brothers. We met him at the FAMU game. We were sitting right behind him and his son, and they were having a great time. So, yeah, it's been a really cool. And he somehow found us a year later when we started the Hill Brothers, which is wild to me. But I would love to see Max Johnson tonight. Yeah, 100%, man. There's a lot that's happened with this North Carolina team over the last couple of weeks now. And a lot of drama has come out. I think drama kind of encapsulates it a good bit. There has been some injuries. Thad Dixon's going to be gone for a while, if not for the rest of the season. There is a
bright spot we had, yet.
Right. Thad has been my guy. I love that dude to death. Great Day Tar Heel tweeted out 9-3, and Thad, of course, he liked it. So here we go again. This is a refreshed version of the 12-0 from Thad. So I don't know what to do. Jeff, what's your thoughts on this game as we currently welcome the third member of the Hill Brothers? You don't want it? No, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to join. He says, hold on a second. What? So you go ahead and give us your thoughts currently.
It's been like it's really just more of the same. I just don't know what we're going to show. Caleb left. What?
Is that accurate?
I haven't seen that.
I haven't either. I can double check that. Go ahead.
Please double check that.
I'm doing it now.
And I will tell you that gets me off topic, but when Caleb was on the baseball team, he was my daughter just instantly, for whatever reason, he really only ever pitch ran, but he was one of my daughter's favorites on the team.
Right. Awesome, dude.
Oh no, Caleb Hood. Yeah, we knew Hood. Yeah, we knew about Hood. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we knew about Hood, and we kind of.
Yeah, he retired. He retired.
Yeah, I think we touched on that. I feel like we did touch on that because it was like we were questioning, was it medical? Because we know he's had medical issues, but he didn't say specifically it was medical. Maybe it was the team finally learning, okay, we need to do some PR around this, because they actually put out statements on that when they hadn't on the few other people that had left before.
Right.
Um,
Kind of interesting timing with everything going on too. Go ahead.
Yeah, but no, back to my thoughts and kind of expectations. My expectations are low. I mean, I'm trying to, I want to maintain my positivity,
Mm-hmm.
So that's always gonna be kind of sprinkled in with everything, but I also have to be realistic. I'm not Pollyanna-ish about this all. I know we don't have it together right now. I keep hoping that we're gonna rise up and they're gonna show us something, but we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it so far. Caleb's out. Not Caleb. Dad, you got me on Caleb. Dad's out. How does Hawkins being suspended affect? Steve Belichick has said that everybody was kind of just pitching in to fill in for him for Armand's absence. Kevin said, Kitchen said the offense is improving. Somebody asked him about changing play calling, and he said he hadn't heard that. He hadn't heard any talk of that. I'd heard, like I said, there were going to be some kind of changes in the staff, and I remain disappointed that that's not happened yet.
Yeah, and I think Alan kind of pointed it out very well when he talked when that was mentioned that Alan
they're probably
was
hard.
like, hey, they straight up, like Freddie Kitchens just straight up lied to the public.
Straight up lied to him. Absolute, just sold him a bag of lies.
Yeah. So, I mean,
yeah.
What do you do there?
Oh yeah, I already have my coffee, baby. Let's go.
I actually have
I'm doing the post game. If you think I'm doing the
beverage.
post game by myself, just because you got to go,
I'll stick around for you, bud. I got you. I'll stick around for you. I can sleep on the bus.
I have water.
I just got to be able to get up and get the kid up too. So, now I might hit the energy drink in a little bit, but right now I've got an adult beverage. So,
hey,
I'll be snagging my coffee here pretty soon.
Jeff, I promise you, if this game gets out of hand before the night ends, I might have an adult beverage with you. If this game gets out of hand, just because of how sorrowful I'm going to be, I'm going to have to drown my sorrows.
Alan, have you saw that the betting line is now dropped to 7.5?
Yes, Kevin. The score.
No, right now you said it looks on the graphic. It says 9.5.
I know. I just checked it just now, and it's dropped again. It went from 8.5.
I wonder if
this morning it jumped to 9.5, and then
I wonder if California has somebody's hurt and they haven't really announced it.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I didn't have a chance to look it up, but I have a group text with my brother and a few friends, and we were talking about the line came up, and one of them was saying, one of them said that one of them said the Cal quarterback had an injury issue, and I didn't hear any. I hadn't looked, and I didn't hear anybody say anything about it in the scouting report. But
yeah, I haven't.
I don't know. He said something.
I haven't heard about it.
So.
Y'all can't hear the TV, right? You can't. Can you hear my TV, Nathan?
No, I cannot.
I'm watching. I got the Miami Louisville Cardinal game on.
I hear my nephew going wild.
Beginning of the third.
Yeah, beginning of the third. Miami's got the ball, down 4.
I'm currently looking for good luck, NC, from a Buckeye. Lisa, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Buckeyes are playing well.
Yep.
Yes, they are. And our boy Caleb Downs, brother of the good old Josh, which they got a podcast together. It's a Hill Brothers, baby. Well, half Hill brother. I'm telling you, dude. Another one is little man okay over there? He sounds like
So here for a while, it's just going to be unfettered access at the Mitten House, son. So they're gonna. You'll see him running around behind the couch. It's a family affair over here, big dog.
He's already in is Jackson in his Tar Heel gear. I saw the blue.
No, it is Tar Heel blue, but it is a Spider-Man pajama shirt.
Even better. My two favorite.
So
gloves.
they are reenacting WWE, which is currently on another ring.
Nobody's
complaining. Nathan was
asking.
He heard
no, you're good.
He's
no,
like, "Is he okay?" Yeah, they're just wrestling. So
I mean, what's Alan? I mean, you're the one who came in the preview and predictions today, and you guys will have a chance if you want to. If you haven't watched that, once this is over with, you guys can definitely go check that out because it is only like a 30-minute watch, and that'll get you in and out before we get started with the actual live watch party. But Alan came in hot with the 21-20 after burning North Carolina just as much as I did, and Ahmad was very ashamed of us the entire time.
He really was.
Jeff is also a big fan of Ahmad as well. Alan, he's a big fan over there. So,
yeah, I was in the waiting room with my mic muted and my camera off, but I still had my AirPods fitted, so I could hear what y'all was saying. Ahmad, man, that dude's a character, and
yes.
If NIL was a thing to be able to snipe somebody from one podcast to the next, that would be a thing. Because that dude can bring the juice, son.
34-7 Cal. Rich living 38. He's definitely on the train with me. Kevin says 21 points. Alan, wow.
Yeah,
that might be the first time Kevin is ashamed of you.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the 21's coming from, but I like the thought.
Even though I'm contradicting myself, even though I just said
we have to score on all three
lied.
levels tonight. That equals 21, baby.
Yeah.
Even though I said Freddie Kitchens did nothing but spew lies at his press conference, I'm going to take him at his word and say the offense is progressing. We're going to see an offensive explosion tonight. 21 points in a Power 4 game.
Queese's assessment, and I said it earlier, when I heard Gio looked like he was going to be the starter, I just went immediately back to what Queese was talking when Queese broke it down, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Woo.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
That's the thing. If a guy like, and this kind of goes back into, and you know what? Screw it. I'm going to talk about.
You need me to help you carry something?
I'm not going to talk about it a ton, but I'll talk about it a little bit. But the conversations that we've been able to have this week, there's one issue that is going on here. It's huge. Marquise is a guy who he can look at it and tell, and he's evidently sitting down with the daggum quarterbacks coach, and he's like,
he has at some point.
What are they doing here? Right. He sat down with him before the season, evidently.
Yeah.
Talked with him, saw the film, saw what they were going to be doing. We as fans are all like, what's going on here? Clearly this ain't working. We're seeing this. And Freddie Kitchens goes to the mic, whom I think was told to and Alan hit. I think Alan hit it spot on in the preview and predictions when he talked about how, like, hey, somebody told Freddie, just go tell everything's good. Here we go, no problem. Maybe Freddie wanted to do that himself because even he doesn't want to admit.
I mean, it was 8 minutes long.
Right.
Was it really?
And then sure enough, the biggest issue, if Gio comes back tonight, the biggest issue is ego. And let me tell you something. And this is all I can say. Egos alone is the reason North Carolina is playing this game like this tonight. That's all I've got to say on that. So Carolina is in a bad spot. This right here screams ego, and nobody wants their egos hurt, especially Bill.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's, I think that's might be why we haven't, like I said, I've said numerous times leading up to this that I really wanted to see some of those rumored coaching staff adjustments before this game, and they haven't happened, and maybe they happen behind the scenes and ain't nobody telling us. I mean, I don't know, but I think ego plays a large part in that. I mean, people they don't want to admit they're wrong, right? I mean, I would have
that would be correct, Kevin.
What is it?
That would be 1 point.
Yeah,
that is correct.
That's one of many points.
You know, and okay, Rich Livin is hitting on something here. And I think he's hitting some good spots right here. For instance, at least the recruiting class is looking very solid. He says, but if Bill gets fired, I bet half of them decommit. That is a good question, and I'll tell you why. Think about this past week, or week and a half, really. Last couple of weeks. Last Wednesday, not the Wednesday that just happened this week, but the Wednesday before last. Sure enough, everybody was looking like, is this thing going to happen? Like, is the Bill Belichick experiment done? And it almost did.
I thought it was done.
I did too. 100% had full confidence, like it's done. And then it didn't happen. Some things happened behind the scenes. Okay, here we go. So here's the deal. Everybody's seeing this. Some reporting staff reports one thing. Some reporting staff reports another. The two are going like this, right? Who do you believe? Who has the track record? What's happening here? You have to read between the lines. A lot of Carolina fans are not reading between the lines here. They are not reading between the lines, and it is wild to me. I mean, I don't know if I've had this conversation this way.
And so, it is wild because I think you're starting, even amongst the content creators around North Carolina, I think you're starting to see the content creators take sides, which is
you're 100% right. Yep.
Which is kind of wild to me because we, as content creators, we aren't hamstrung by the university. We don't have to take sides.
Right.
We can see it for what it is. And if you can see it for what it is and you can say it for what it is, then I don't see why picking the wrong side is happening, if that makes sense. Right. I'm not going to say which side the wrong side is. I'm not going to say what the wrong side is, but I think people know what the wrong side is. Yeah. Especially with some of the information that's out. And and it's just the information that is out that is the most horrid and obscene is the information about the injured players. That's ground to me. I don't know how the university sits on that. I don't. And AJ made a good point in his press conference with Bill Belichick, whatever day it was this week, Monday, Tuesday, Monday. At the end of that video, AJ asked, because Bill Belichick said, "No, let me just come out and clear some things up. All these rumors that was going around are abhorrently false. I was never looking for a buyout." Blah, 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 blah. Then at the end of that, AJ said, "Well, is there any other of these reports, rumors that you would like to refute?" And he chuckled and didn't answer the question.
Well, and I think part of that, I don't think you want to get into the game of having to go item by item and refuting them. I don't know the right way to handle. I don't know the right. I mean, in a way, I think if you talk about them, you're giving life to them. You're giving publicity to some of these people.
Makes sense.
There's a fine line because you're giving.
You're right.
You do start giving a platform and
credence
and some credence. Good, right? To people like freaking Pablo Torre and Pat Welter from WRL and all these people that are just. I said it. I've said it several times already before, and other things. You gotta kind of be careful what you listen to. Don't believe everything you see right off the bat.
And it's also interesting to see professionals going at other professionals, not naming names in the professional lane, of course, but
professionals going after professionals and being like, "Hey, wide open, do it." And there's the thing: when we're at these events in Charlotte, like the tip off and the kickoff, those people are sharing like the same chair. It's wild to me to see how they do.
It is.
It's pretty crazy to see, but yeah, I'll be honest with you. The player aspect of it alone to me, that's grounds for termination. Right there. You cannot
that's trouble.
You cannot treat a player. I don't care who the flip it is. I don't care if it's your player, a previous coach's player, somebody that you brought in, or somebody else brought in. Doesn't matter. You cannot treat players like that was talking about. And the report that we're all talking about that's now become public is Michael Lombardi got with a couple of players, but it was most famous with one first. But with a player, and basically he got hurt during spring practice, I believe it was, suffered a season-ending injury, and Michael Lombardi walked up to him and said, "Hey, you can't help us this year. I'm taking your key. Go rehab on your own. Come back to us next year." That was how that was handled. For me, right there, that instantly, I don't care if this is a Rome isn't built in a day. It takes time to build. Here we go. I don't care about any of that. This all comes down to, if you're going to treat a player like that, think about if it, like Jeff, right? Let's say your daughter, she gets accepted to go to the UNC to play volleyball, and then the coach or the GM over that does that. How you going to feel?
Oh yeah, you don't have to go. I mean, I told you, that to me is that instance and that piece of info there, to me, you can't defend that. There's no place for that. There's not much else to say about it. Yep, I saw that one.
Hey, let's go.
There you go.
Yep.
Our Heels.
But yeah, and that right there is an issue in and of itself. And I'll be curious tonight to see how these players come out and play.
That's the thing. I mean,
that's kind of why I picked them to win.
People said, there's fortified. I think the hopeful. I think what we can kind of hope for, and again, I know hope's not a strategy. Somebody
hope is not a plan of action.
Yeah. Somebody commented that I think in the something for one of the, I think it was the UCF game. I just remember one of the listeners when I was listening along and watching along with y'all at that time. Somebody said something about hope not being a strategy or a plan of action, and that is true. But I think the hope is, for me anyway, that a lot of this stuff finally just starts to galvanize the guys, and and maybe we see stuff that we shouldn't have to see.
Yeah, he has. I'm 100% with you. I believe that is the strategy, though. That currently is. I mean,
Queese's thoughts were also that we wouldn't put him in a very good situation to run him out there. And we'd really just be setting him up to fail right now. So I don't know. You can play 4 games and still redshirt.
Right.
Run a kid out there, run a kid out there, destroy his confidence, get him hurt, whatever else. I don't know. You want to do that. So
And I mean, not only that, I mean, you also got to think about film to potentially leave, things of that nature, because we have to throw everything on the table.
Quee said that, and Quee said that too. He actually said that too. He actually made reference to not giving people film to look at it if he to leave. So
he did.
Because I think we've got Burgess coming in, but I would have to think he's not going to be ready for season because of his injury. I don't know.
Kevin is Kevin.
I think you're right. And to a large degree, I think you did.
Kevin might have some premium membership somewhere.
Well, I mean, no, because everything
Kevin's got deeper than that.
No, I mean, it follows. There's a lot to that. And it seems to be the actions that we've seen from the staff seem to back that up. The thoughts are that there are favorites and there's favoritism being played. And that's one of the rumors that's been flying around. It's not their guys.
When the truth comes
I would have thought
Jesus.
though, if it was not their guys, that those dudes would have just gone ahead and left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they not have any?
And what's wild to me? I was having a conversation at the tip off, and I just want to. At the time I'm thinking a whole lot different, but I just want to go back to it. Where is Bryce Baker currently right now in the depth chart?
4th, I think.
4th.
Behind Newkirk.
Gio, Max, Autori Newkirk.
Autori Newkirk.
Autori Newkirk was a late addition to this recruiting class that just came in by Bill Belichick and the staff, quarterback out of Virginia, 3-star QB out of Virginia, right?
Yeah.
People were thinking at first he was going to be a tight end when he came in, that they were going to switch him. And now he's the 3rd-string quarterback. And Bryce is at number 4. Who did Bill Belichick march out against LaSalle and the basketball team in the middle of
Bryce Baker?
Bryce Baker.
Bryce Baker. Bryce Baker.
It was wild.
I tweeted at that time, and I've said this before to y'all. I think I said this at some point on here. I was at that game, and Belichick came out, and Bryce Baker came out, and I tweeted, "Yeah, we're good." I said, "Yeah, Carolina football's good. We good. We're straight." Something to that effect. I've been wrong so far, but a lot of people have, so it's not just me. But yeah, you're right. He did.
I think everybody
there with him.
I think when Greg Barnes had a quote at the beginning of this thing, everybody had high hopes for the season, and he was like, "Yeah," and everybody's still hanging around because people like to watch car crashes too.
Yeah. And here's the thing, for me,
the chance that it's going to get better. I mean,
yeah, I'm actually going to respond currently to one content creator who came out and said something, and he made a good point.
Turn around.
He made a good point, but he was kind of going at fans and even creators that were like, "Oh, here we go. This is it's Belichick time. They were all for Belichick. Now they just want him gone." All of a sudden, just because the team's not doing well. And for me, what's changed for me, and I think I may be able to speak for Alan on this, I'm really not sure. But for me, what's changed and why I have completely changed my tune on Belichick, go back to any podcast from TCU to Charlotte to Richmond to UCF, my constant conversation was like, okay, TCU happened. Okay, brought us down to earth a little bit. Hey, this season might not be exactly what I was kind of hoping for. A little bit more of a far-fetched idea. Okay, no problem. You're going to have to build. Take the Charlotte game happens. Like, okay, it wasn't a pretty game, but got the win. Looked a little bit better against Richmond. Okay, got the win. UCF happens. Boy, that really sucks. We got to continue moving. And when Clemson, heck, I thought, like, hey, Clemson comes on, Max Johnson gets to start. Heck, North Carolina can go win. It's good. What's changed for me is the reports that have now started to come out that are now getting credibility about treatment of players. And when that happens, that right there just Hicksnay me from you. It might be something that maybe the coaching staff on a coaching side, it could be a process. That's 100% true. No question there. But when it comes to treatment and character, that is one thing that I never had to really question under Mac Brown or even Larry Fedora for that matter.
Why do you reckon? And I'm not, again, I'm not, I feel the same way. I think that's a total, that's crap and it's terrible and you can't defend it. But yet and still, we've got recruits that are still, hey, I'm riding. Hey, we're with it.
Just flipped a 4-star DB from Miami, hometown.
We got guys that have come out, and have said, we're down. We're still riding with it. We're turning this ship around.
And that's good to see.
It is good to see.
We'll
football side of things, that's really good to see.
Are they not?
We'll have to see, if they make it to campus.
Yeah,
that is true.
No, yeah, because there's still a lot of time and a lot of things can happen. And like you said,
I think a lot of them are scheduled. Sorry, Jeff, I stepped on you.
No, I was just going to say, no, if we, you said we'll see if they make it to campus, and I said, that's true. That's the issue. This day and age, you never know what's going to happen, and if something happens and Belichick's not here past this year, somebody made the comment that we're liable to lose a lot of those, and I think we will.
Yeah,
and a lot of those,
is definitely a number. Go ahead.
A lot of those 26s are scheduled to report in January too. So
Yeah, most
I think there's only
yeah,
one
yeah.
transfer portal now. There's only one window.
Well, there's like one of the guys, one of them is not coming because his school doesn't allow it early. And
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I want to say it's I can't remember. I can't remember. I wanted to say it was Zion Smith, but I might be wrong on that. So I don't want to say it. Don't quote me. But
right.
yeah, they're most of those, the big one, the
Hey, I
heavy
gotta
hitters
take this
there.
phone call, Nathan.
The heavy
Right.
hitters are all saying, yeah, we're coming in January too. So
And that's good for North Carolina because honestly,
yes.
I hate to say it, but I think it's kind of the true part. I think once Mac Brown's guys are gone, it doesn't matter anymore. Like you won't hear the stuff that we've been hearing over the last couple of weeks. I believe will no longer be a factor. I hope not.
I think so.
And it sucks that the Mac Brown guys are getting that.
It does. There's, and again, you see the things and you're not quite sure. You don't know what really is true and what's not true. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. Just all the stories and things keep piling up, and we haven't even touched on it, but you got the whole thing that came out yesterday or whatever it was about the freaking fundraising trip to
Saudi Arabia. Hey, maybe that's why the betting lines are switching like they are.
That could be. That's a whole nother ball. That's a whole nother can of worms that I ain't touching, and I'm not getting into other than just saying it bears mentioning.
I tell you, brother.
And that's a good question, Rich. I mean, I don't know. I assume that the staff made a pitch to some guys. I assume the staff made a pitch to some of the guys, and Kitchens probably said, "Hey, we really need to try to keep this guy here. Then we can do without." That's kind of my thought on that. I've got a whole nother thing on Zach Rice that I've said for a while that I'm not getting into here, but nice guy, heck of a nice guy. Really, really. Mom's nice. We all not tailgated with her before a couple times, various things. I mean, really, really nice people.
Yeah.
So
he seems to be doing pretty decently, I think, over there at Syracuse.
I didn't think he had gotten much play last I heard, but maybe I'm wrong.
We'll have to double check on that and see how he's doing.
I have to keep up.
My question is, why didn't all of Mac Brown's guys transfer out? Because think about it. I mean, you got Bill Belichick coming in. All right, this is a coach you're looking at, and you're like, oh my gosh, man, we've had Mac Brown, but now we get just like anybody else came. It's for any other reason everybody else came. They came for that reason. I don't think that these guys thought they were getting into what we are perceived and what we are led to believe that they have gotten themselves into. And that's unfortunate because it's like they were kind of sold a bill of goods. That statement kind of gets thrown around a lot right now because of obviously play and everything else, but for that matter. But sure enough, it kind of seems like that's maybe where we're at with this thing. I don't really know. We will definitely see on that. But, for you, Jeff, in this game right here in California on the West Coast, what can Carolina do to make a statement coming out of this game? Bill of Goods, LOL. I love you, Kev. I love you.
What can we do to make a statement?
Yeah.
To quote the great Al Davis, to win, baby.
I guess maybe that's not the question I'm looking for. Maybe I'm thinking of the like, what can Carolina do that may change the narrative coming out of this game?
It would be, if not a win, it's great. Improve play, not just getting completely overwhelmed. If we come out and we play well, then I mean, that's how we do that is another story. But if we do actually finally show some improvement that I've been trying to say I wanted to see for every game from the beginning, that's kind of what we do. I don't know. Their defense, y'all talked about on the thing, the numbers on their defense being ranked as high as it is weird to me, because they've given up some points to some people. They've given up some. They've had some points put up on them. So those defensive being 41st or whatever, I think y'all said.
And I'm curious to know, considering like the 7 interceptions, how many that goes to like maybe pick sixes and things of that nature.
Yeah, it's that and short fields. They might have given up. Yeah, they're giving up short fields
Well, there is one person that we want to get in here, and I tell you one thing: he has been with us for we've been doing this for about 2.5 years. He's been with us for about 3.5 now. He has been with us. He is our guy. He is an OG Heel brother, that is for sure. That is Mr. Tar Heel Ron. What's going on, brother?
How y'all doing, fellas?
What's up, man?
Doing good, man. Good to see you.
Sorry it took so long. We just got finished with dinner, so I apologize for being late. Hope y'all can
Nothing
forgive
wrong
me.
with having some good vittles. Come on, it's a Friday night, man.
Yeah, we had some venison burritos, man. They were off the chain.
Yes, sir.
Ron and
Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, bud. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Nice to see your face anyway. Name the face.
Finally.
Good to see you, man.
Ron has been our guy, and I've been actually looking forward to getting you two guys together, man. Alan should be back right here with us in just a minute. He had to take a phone call really quickly. But Ron, talk to us, man. What is this game going to do for North Carolina? Where do you think the program's at? What's your thoughts on it? What you thinking, brother?
I am as confused as ever. I thought,
there you go.
Honestly, that with Bill Belichick coming in, he's going to take where Mac left off and bring it up a few notches. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened. So, honestly, I'm confused. I understand that, a new regime, new players, new coaching staff, new everything. This doesn't make much sense to me. Because all I've heard is fundamentals, trust the process. Here's the thing. You cannot have process without progress. Those two go hand in hand. And I haven't seen much progress.
Put that on a T-shirt, bro.
Jeez, I would agree with you.
Exactly. Tar Heel Ron said.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, that's what I've been saying all along the way is just show me something from game to game. Just show me something. I want to see the wins, but if the win isn't there, at least show me some improvement somewhere.
I want to see something competitive.
Yeah, let us know that this process is built, that the bricks are being laid, so to speak. Because you can't. I mean, you gotta see something.
Well, here's the part I'm most confused about. Every week we hear Belichick and/or the rest of the coach staff saying we're making progress. We're better than we were last week. We're getting better. Okay, as compared to what? That's what I don't understand. I mean, are you getting better this week? Strength and conditioning getting better? If I go from benching 325 to 350, that's progress, and that's better, but it's not showing results on the field. That's what I want to see is, and if we lose this game tonight, that's fine. But I want to see us at least move the ball, make some stops, make them go 3 and out, whatever the case may be. I want to see progress from week 1 to week 8 now, 8-7 or week 7. I want to see progress. I want to see us doing better than we done the last game, the game before that, and we're not doing that right now.
Right.
And sadly, it's very confusing.
And it's tough, man. I mean, I wonder, you kind of say the same things, doesn't make it true. I mean, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same exact things over and over again and expecting a different result. We're going to add Alan into here now. It's been a minute since you guys have been able to talk. You got something.
Hey, Ron, what's going on, big
Alan,
dog?
I'm down at the hunting property. Where you at, brother?
I'm sitting in this daggone living room, and my camera is. Oh, is my camera off? Or yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Ron. I don't give a god dang how much these boys are squatting. You know what I'm saying? I could care less how many players you got that can squat 600 pounds when they can't get a damn first down. You understand?
Yeah, I mean,
that don't make
that doesn't mean a lot, right? It don't mean a lot, right? Yeah.
I agree completely.
I can take you to the local gym at my house in my neighborhood, and there's a couple dudes that can squat 600 pounds, but they ain't going to help you get no first down.
Nope.
There's a lot of dudes that can bench press 500. There's a couple dudes I know that can bench 500 pounds. They ain't going to help you get a first down.
Have we saw how?
Well, the sad thing is that
all of a sudden,
yeah.
I mean,
and I don't care what they do in the weight room. I don't care what they do in the practice field. All I want to see is results.
Yeah. Well,
that leads to be the quote unquote 33rd NFL team. I want you to act like you're the 33rd NFL team. Show me something.
They are acting like the 33rd team. They're
no 133rd.
They're not allowing like 20 or 30 of their players to dress and having to go sit in the stands like normal folk while being on scholarship. Anyway, I heard you talking about that part. And how bad was this team for Belichick to come out and say, "Oh, well, you should have saw us what this football team looked like in spring"? Well, this is your goddamn roster. You picked up. You picked them. You had Amari Campbell. You had Bo, and you let him go. Why? Because
not only did he let him go, he run him out of the building.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to pay him. Well, this is the name of the game, fella. Pay your star players so you have a better goddamn team.
It's sad. It's really sad.
And this is no knock against Price Yates. But he is not what you let go to Ohio State. He's not.
Nope.
Well,
Andrew Simpson is not Amari Campbell. He's not.
In no shape, form, or fashion.
No, he's not. But the other thing is, I mean, who knows? Would I have liked to kept him? Everybody would have.
I'd have liked to kept Travis Shaw.
There's a lot of who knows why they really left. I mean, there's, I'm sure.
Hold on.
I'm sure Belichick and them didn't say y'all are out the door. I mean, there had to be other things to it. I mean, I don't know.
Alan, since Alan did his little rant, we gotta. This has been amazing. Go ahead.
I mean,
you know what, Alan? I got to give you props. You picked Carolina tonight when the rest of us didn't.
I had to switch up.
He's just trying to reverse Juju at all.
I had to switch up. All this negativity
that he's just got done talking about. Go ahead.
All this negativity around the program. In and around the program. Even if the coaching staff sucks, I'm hoping the players can get together and, just really dig in.
Right.
And show some fortitude. Play like they got a set of kahunas, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
No, that's what I said earlier is again, I keep using the word hope. We keep using the word hope a lot because that's kind of all we have right now. I think, the hope is, maybe all the crap will galvanize them and they'll come together and say, hey, man, we're tired of the noise. We're tired of hearing the talk, if they have that ability.
Well, at this point, you got one or two choices: either man up and play, or take the tents down and call it a day.
100%. No, you're
one
right.
of the best quotes in movie history came off Zombieland. You either got to nut up or shut up.
Yes, shut up. Yes. I haven't saw Zombieland in forever. That's probably one of my favorite movies.
I mean, that's true.
I love that.
No, I mean, there's no two ways about that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So,
like I said, I think
sit here and talk about it. So they show it.
Well, the sad thing is we can sit here and talk about it all night, but unless they decide to play and show up, get some grit, get some determination, and like Alan said, grow some cojones and go out there and show it on the field, it's a lost cause.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, Ron. I need to simmer down. So tell me about your deer. You hunt your deer. Tell me about your deer, Ron. Tell me about your
opening season starts tomorrow, so I should be able to send you some pictures.
Nice.
All right, that'll work. Oh, look,
I gotta find some more. I lost the land I had to hunt on up here. I gotta find some more.
You see that?
Well,
Ron?
Jeff, I'll open the invitation just like I did to Alan. Just anytime after Thanksgiving, hit me up. Come on down.
You see that? You see those are beautiful, aren't they, Jeff? All right, Ron.
You can't see the ones I have on the wall, but yeah, I've got a couple on the wall.
That's my mallard. That's my pintail, and like a 5-pound woody I shot in Louisiana.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't hide money.
You really can't.
Well, Ron, I want to get your thoughts on something here.
Sure.
Where does North Carolina go from here? If you are Bubba Cunningham and you are allowed to do your job, what is your next move?
That's a big if, though. Stop that. I mean, you just said that. You threw an if out that ain't even the case right now because he is completely hamstrung, man.
I can't wait for the truth to come out.
You're talking such a hypothetical that it's just. I mean,
yeah, with Bubba being handcuffed right now, only thing we can do is wait this season out, see how things progress. Unfortunately, that's all we can do. Because the choice you have is either fire him now and start your next coaching search, or play this season out. I mean, Belichick has been known for his teams to get better as the season goes on. Now, whether or not that's the case, we don't know. We'll just have to wait and
find out in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, and Benny brought up a good point. And I was getting ready, and Vinny talked about Bubba Lame Duck, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Is I'm sitting here wondering, what have the conversations been behind the scenes with Robert, with Chancellor Roberts and the BOT that has run this show, and Steve Newmark. What are they giving Newmark? That's my question.
See, and that's what we don't know.
It's a question we can't answer, but it's one of those things. What is Newmark going to have? Are they going to give Newmark? What are they saying to him? Because why would he want to come? They had to have given him some kind of hope or told him something that he's going to have some kind of say. Otherwise, he'd have stayed his butt at RFK and done the racing deal and not had to deal with this headache.
Well, let me just say this, and as long as Newmark
Jeff
and
got the
Bubba
big
Cunningham are like this, which they are, that shows power, and it is a power that could help Carolina moving forward. Yeah. Just saying. And think about it, Bubba Cunningham's not leaving. He's not just leaving. He's moving up, but they're going to be working together throughout, the next few years that we know of, for sure. And that is good because Bubba Cunningham knows the collegiate world, but Steve Newmark understands the business side, and the two are married together. Bubba Cunningham, and honestly, dude, when the whole thing went down, when Belichick got hired and everything, there were some things that got out that originally I thought Bubba Cunningham was kind of stepping in the way of. Now I understand, seeing what we're seeing unfold, Bubba Cunningham saw something that nobody else. Let me put this. Bubba Cunningham saw something that nobody else was willing to accept. And it's now coming back to bite somebody. So the thing is, with that, with Newmark and Bubba working together, things might be going in the right direction. Just saying.
You know, I'm tired of saying the word hope. I'm sick of saying hope.
That's all we have.
I got one better for you.
And that's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping for. Development. Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. I mean, that's what we have to kind of hang our hat on this, is if that's going to be the case. Do me a favor. Pop up. I saw this. I don't want to let it go by. I'm kind of running the conversation a little bit. But Melinda's comment about lack of.
Lack of grit or lack of fundamentals.
You know what? What I should not be. There is some of that. But I've also seen I've seen a lack of fundamentals, some that I would not expect to see with this staff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of folks on this staff. I said it very beginning of the season. I said the one thing that I look forward to with this new staff, and they've made a freaking liar out of me at this point, is that we're going to finally be disciplined and well coached. But we haven't been. But everything.
You got sold a bag of potato chips full of air.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, why is that though? Because you saw discipline and fundamentals at the higher level. Why is it not here?
That is true.
I mean, we saw 100%. It at the higher level. It's not, that was one of the calling. That's supposed to be one of the calling cards, and that was what I hung my hat on, at least coming into this season.
Absolutely.
And I'll pose this question to you. So you have his teams are well coached, but if all this biasness that has supposedly, been given between Belichick recruited players and Mac returners,
you're not lying, Dave.
How long has that been festering?
Yeah.
December
I'm sure
last year.
I would assume that it just didn't come to a head last week.
No, things don't become public until they have bubbled up, and the kind of the valve is blown off. The pressure valve is blown off the deal. So
I think there are accepted returners, and there are not as accepted returners.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been like a guy like a Jordan Shipp. Obviously, that kid's a stud, and
he's undeniable.
He's undeniable. And that great word for that, honestly.
Was it Cody Rhodes over here?
Yeah,
well, no, that's what I tell my stepson. That's what I tell my stepson when it comes to baseball. When it comes to baseball, he's
Melinda,
short.
No.
He's short, but he plays JV, and he's played JV baseball since late 7th grade.
Right.
He plays catcher, and he might end up having to be the catcher for the varsity team this year as a freshman in high school.
Awesome.
But a lot of the times, if he gets on base, he gets, pitch ran for because, or whatever. Or sometimes they ask him to bunt somebody over instead of letting him swing away. And I've told him, I said, if you don't want to be replaced in those situations, you have to become undeniable.
Yeah.
You put in the extra work, lift a little bit more weights, do a little bit more sprints, and get stronger, get as strong as you can and as fast as you can, and become undeniable so you don't get taken off of the field.
I've told my daughter the same thing with volleyball. I was like, you can be really strong at this one area, but the more you work on your skills doing as a hitter or a setter, you become undeniable because you got so much that they can't afford to take you off the daggone court.
Right.
So I've said the same thing. No, you're 100%.
And I guess what's wild to me is that they brought in a number of receivers and everything else, and you see some of the MAC guys. I mean, anybody remember the name Kobe Paysor? You remember that game? Remember the name Vari Green? Remember that name? How many times do you see those guys this year? Right? You get rid of
game. Well, you haven't
Amari
really seen
Campbell.
Kobe Paysor at all.
Amari Campbell.
I said I was hype on Vari Green coming in. I pointed him out the Charlotte game, or whatever it was. Not the Charlotte game, the Richmond game. I think we were talking. I was like, "Yep, that was a guy that I'd seen something of in the Charlotte game." And now we ain't seen anything of him.
Yeah, and dude, I was super excited about him last year. He sparked a couple of times when he was on the field, and I was really excited. And then it was kind of funny in Boston. His parents stopped us on the sidewalk in the middle of freaking Boston to ask us what we thought about the game, which was just wild to me. And then you don't see him this year. I was thinking he was going to have a pretty good year this year. Been in another year. He's a speedster. This guy can get all over the field. I was really excited to have that with Chris and Jordan Ship and all this, that, and the other thing. So I was really looking forward to seeing that. But, Bo Atkinson, gone. Amari Campbell, gone. You have some returners come back. You have like a Will Hardy, who seemingly is a favorite of Bill's there, brought him to ACC kickoff and things.
He is a great guy. Hardy is a fantastic person. Character-wise, you will not find a better dude on that campus.
100%. 100%.
But
he's not a dog.
But I won't say that, but
he has limitations.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I was trying to find the word for.
His
the
eyes
right word
get him in trouble.
Yeah,
he's limited.
There comes to a point, when we were, in the Steve Newmark NASCAR world, that you get to a point where you run out of talent, right? And you wreck the race car. Well, I mean, Will has limitations. He can do. There's just some things he can't do. I mean, and that, again, nicest dude, one of the high character dude. I mean, but. Yeah, he's limited,
since
right?
There's a lot of James Franklin going on currently right now in the chat.
I did not realize he's 53 years old. That is crazy.
I didn't.
James Franklin is 1 year older than I am.
If James Franklin was announced North Carolina's head coach at the end of the season, Jeff, what you think? Yes, no. Ron says no. Okay.
I say no. I say no as, and I've said this before. We talked about it. We talked about it last week. I have my brother's family are Penn State people to the bone. And I've seen, you get them in the conversation and it's great, but do we want to be in the conversation or do we want to freaking do it? Right. I'm not satisfied. I mean, granted, I would rather be in the conversation than be where we are now. Like, the good conversation, because we're in the bad one, but conversation on the national stage for performing and having a chance at the CFP, because Franklin's always there. But you look at Franklin and he can't.
He's had some really good teams in Penn State.
He has, but they've never been able to get over the hump.
Yeah, but at the same time, he is in usually he is in an absolute loaded conference. It's
we're talking about maybe going there though. I mean, that's one of our possibilities.
Or
the SEC. It doesn't get any easier in the SEC either, right?
Honestly, I would rather be in the Big Ten than the SEC when it comes to competition in football. Now you add because normally it's Ohio State and Michigan. Now you add Oregon in there. Oregon gets in that mix a little bit. Washington is a team to watch out for. They've jumped up into the top 25. Indiana, obviously top 3, top 2 right now. Here's the only thing that I would say. Here's what I would possibly consider Franklin. It all depends on one thing for me. Post Belichick, are we still at where Mac Brown left us, or is it way farther down? Are we so destroyed because of everything that we're not where Mac Brown left us, because Mac Brown left us in a spot where it's like, hey, we're in the conversation in the ACC. We just got to finish games, right? And to finish the season is really what it is. We've got to finish the season. Currently, right now, it's we're pulling teeth to find wins. Now we got to get it to the backside of the season. Maybe the Belichick thing does work. We will see.
Take fruit, right?
Miami trails Louisville 24-13 with 13:27 left. Keep that in mind. Miami again. So
12-19 now.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that we're used to seeing that right there. So if we're in that conversation,
you're way ahead of me, Jeff. Jesus Christ, it's still 1st and 10 on my screen.
I want to see currently what are the candidates, and if Franklin is the best one, give me Franklin.
Yeah, when we get to that point, but I'm still, I mean, at this point, I still want Belichick to succeed. So I'm still saying, let's see it pay off, man. Let's see it succeed. I'm not ready right now to say we're done. I need to see I need to see at least how this year finishes out, honestly.
Yeah.
With Franklin, you're still looking at only 8 or 9 wins a season.
Right.
8 wins is pretty good around here.
Yeah, right. That's pretty good around these parts.
Where's David? If David is, didn't Mac say that? Isn't that a Mac quote?
Yeah, that's a Mac quote.
Several times.
Because my buddy David last year, he was on Mac's rear end all the time, and he kept going. He always said that. 8-9 win pretty good right here, and that's what he kept saying, and it's true. I mean, I don't want to just settle, man. I'm not trying to settle.
No, I don't want to either.
That's my thing, and that's my nerve. That's my trepidation. That's my trepidation with Franklin. Quite honestly, is
and that's a good one to have. Honestly,
I'm not saying maybe he would turn out right, but then again, maybe Belichick rights the ship and things wind up working. Who knows? I mean, maybe.
Well, that's the sad part. If Belichick's given enough time, he can turn it around.
It's.
And here's
I think
thing.
he can. I think
done.
he can. It's just a matter of how much does he destroy? How much gets destroyed in the process? And I think that's kind of where we're at right now. I said this before. With all the outside noise going on, because if we were just losing games, that sucks. But once you start losing the games, and then it's constantly in the news cycle for whatever else. That's when it becomes an untenable situation. Honestly.
Yeah, because then you start losing players, then you start losing commits.
Then you start and then eventually, I like to, I don't really care what other people think about us, whatever, but there does come a point where it's like, good gracious. I mean, I love this damn university too much to see it completely drug.
Right.
To a point. I mean, it gets to a point where I got too much love for this place. So there does come a point where you got to cut bait. I don't know where that point is. I haven't drawn the line. I haven't figured.
More close. The knife is out of the sheath.
I think a lot of people, and everybody else has their own level of tolerance for punishment, right? I mean, mine is probably in this respect is probably a little higher than a lot of people's, and I'm willing to give a little more than most of everybody I've seen and heard. And that's just me. I mean, that's not right or wrong. And it probably comes back and bites me in the butt at some point. I mean, but maybe it doesn't.
Well, the key here is if we can see motivation and or expectations meet what they need to be by year's end.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, by the time we get to Duke and NC State, if this team is still struggling, cut it loose, move on.
Yeah, if State and Duke skull drag us, if State and Duke skull drag us, then I'm done. I will say that. I think I'm done because I don't know what else I don't know what I could hang any kind of hat on going into the off season, having.
So it's okay if we
worries
get
me with that
skull dragged by every other team.
Except not necessarily. And I hate to be like this. Well, you want
to see improvement.
I don't. Yeah,
regardless if we lose or not, see improvement.
Yeah, I don't want to ever get to, and I'm with you because that's exactly what I said earlier, Ron, about this game. This game in particular,
right?
just come out and be competitive. Don't get blown out. If we don't win, yes, I want to win. Yes, we all want to win. That's the best possible outcome. But at least freaking make it, at least show something.
I'd rather be competitive and lose by 3 than to get blown out again by another Power 4 team.
Absolutely. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I will not argue with you in 1 second on that. Make Cal work for it.
Let's play a game here. Alan, me and you both did predictions.
I want to get to Alan's question before we knock off.
Go ahead. Do your thing. And then I want to pose a question to you and Ron.
I never want to be in this situation because I tell you what, Alan, I laugh at other fan bases for being like this. But we are in a situation right now that if nothing else, we win though. We got to. That's just where we are right now. And that's the cold hard fact. Marquis said it the other night. Marquis said it the other night. At least freaking beat them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If nothing else, if everything else goes to pot this season and stays like it is, at least beat them.
Absolutely. And
I hate to be that.
To have headaches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now it's square peg and round hole.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Yep. Yep. None of us want to be in this
Jason
situation.
Staples, you just got to find the rectangular hole and all the pieces fit in if you go through the rectangle.
Got to turn them over to the side, drop them in.
There you go. So,
well, here's a question for you two guys. I'm curious. All right, so me and Alan did our preview and predictions. We did the score predictions. These are our predictions currently. I'm gonna take the comments off the screen, that way everybody can see that clearly.
100% covered.
So,
man, I gotta lose some weight. Look at that gut.
Jeff, you go first.
Jeez, Louise, Alan, you look like me.
He's trying to imitate the deer. That's what he's trying to do.
Anywho,
so okay,
got my
Jeff,
high beams on and everything.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Turn the brights off, Alan. Turn the brights off.
Band-Aids under the shirt next time, buddy.
Yeah. So, okay, Jeff, if my prediction comes true for tonight, what do you believe the conversation will be coming out of this game? And also, do the flip side. If Alan's prediction comes right, what do you think? And then, Ron, you're going to do the same thing, my buddy.
Okay.
If your prediction closer to you comes to pass tonight, we go further down this hole of, we go further down the hole of despair because we're not 28-10 to me is not improvement. We didn't show anything, I don't think, unless it's some crazy ass how they scored 28 points. I don't know. I just don't see that. Now, Allen's, again, barring some stupid stuff, Allen's 21-20 gives me I would think would give me some of that progress that I've been looking for to have it that close. As long as it plays out and it's just routine basic stuff and no craziness that contributed to that. I think we're in a better place there. Even if we were to lose 21-20. Now, lose 21-20, it's still better.
A couple interceptions tonight for that to happen.
Well, and maybe he does. I don't know. I don't know who's going to catch him, but intercept him right now because Dad is chilling.
Chilling.
Ron, what do you think, buddy?
Well, if your score prediction comes to fruition, which I hope it don't, but if it does, Freddie Kitchen is a dead man walking.
He's been a dead man walking already. He's just further on, right?
I'm just saying it's time to cut bait and run.
Yeah, no.
But if we are actually able to score 21 and get closer to what Alan predicted, he gets a pass for another week. Because if you look at the Power 4 teams we've played, we've mustered up, most 13 points? I think.
14.
Woo, 14.
Yeah, 14.
Wow.
Yeah,
I got a middle school team that can put that many up on Carolina.
Oh,
it's ridiculous. But yeah, if it's 28-10, Freddie Kitchen's got to go.
I'm with you.
I've coached middle school kids that can put up 28 on Carolina. At this point,
Ron coming in with the hot stuff, man. I love it, dude. I absolutely love it.
now I'm getting ticked off, man. The more we talk about this, the more I get ticked off. It's ridiculous.
And he's in deer camp, ladies and gentlemen. Ron is in
I'm supposed to be having fun. I'm supposed to be having fun.
and he is getting upset.
Well, let's tone down his misery a little bit. Hopefully, we'll find out here. We got about 15 minutes until the live watch party is going to start, and you guys are all more than welcome to join me over there. We're going live at 10:15. I'm probably going to back that up to 10:10. Quite frankly, I'm going to quickly go turn my coffee pot on. That way I can have coffee. And then if you guys want to continue this conversation, we absolutely can do that all the way up into game time. And you guys are more welcome to hang out during game time. If it'd be fun to line up all the TV channels, but we'll figure it out somehow, some way. But there we go as well. But Ron, I appreciate you hopping on with us. I've really enjoyed this, Jeff. Absolutely, dude. You've been a rock star as well, man. You are now officially a part of the Hill Brothers. There's 1/4 parts of the Hill Brothers. There we go. Alan, you've been here for a while, bud. You're all right in my book.
Not too shabby for a middle-sized white boy.
Middle-sized. Hey. I am well above average when it comes to height, when it comes to a white male.
I don't know about that.
I'm just fumble Rooski!
Miami done?
No, Louisville just intercepted it, and the next play the running back fumbled it, and Miami picked it up and ran it close to touchdown area.
Oh my gosh, boy! I tell you,
Alan, don't you have to be on set tomorrow?
Yeah, I do. You're right.
It's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Fill him in, Nate. Fill him in.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff doesn't understand.
Well, tomorrow's Saturday, not Sunday.
Yeah, but Alan's got to be on set tomorrow for Sunday show.
Oh.
It's a live taping. You don't see.
Okay.
Alan is a member of The Walking Dead. Per Ron. Ron has put him on the TV show. That's for sure.
Jeff, the story goes way back when Alan didn't have a light, so his face always looked dark and menacing.
Okay, I got you.
Right. So I said he looked like a member of The Walking Dead, and then when he had the ear surgery, made it even better.
You know what? Hey, Joshua, that's a good comment. Want to just see Belichick disguise a lot of coverages tonight.
That's what I said need to happen.
Yeah, it just as long as
that was me on the table. I think, Ash.
I don't want to, I want to see that. I just, can the guys execute it?
Touchdown. See, I'm so far behind. YouTube TV.
That's the only problem there.
Sucks.
I don't know.
Well, hey guys, let's get out of here. And I will send all the invite links all to you guys. That way you can hop back on if you want to. You are more than welcome to come out and hang out with us, and we'll do the live watch party right after this. So thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with us here at Tar Heel Game Day, or game night, really. Heck, here we are. It's getting ready to be kickoff, man, and this is about the time I'm tucking it up and about to go nighty night. But we're about to get ready for a nice, lovely football game on a Friday night. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I got some deer to kill in the morning.
Yeah, he's got some deer. What time are you getting up?
About
Ron,
5 o'clock.
Get a big
first light. I mean,
yep.
But hey, man, you can't kill all the big ones, cause I can't come down to Georgia to hunt deer and only have small ones left.
I'll save you one, Alan.
I appreciate it, bud.
Just one.
All I need is one, Ron.
He'll leash it up for you and just keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie it up to the pear tree, man. That way you can't miss it.
There, release it right in front of you.
Well, I won't miss. I'm a good old country boy. I can
there you go.
Good old deer.
Well, I mean, you are from Carolina, so you can't be that bad.
Nope.
There we go. Anyway, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for being here. And as always,
go Heels!
I love it, dude. There's so many of us. Hey, see you guys right here in just a few minutes for the live game day watch party. We're going to do the whole thing, and hoorah, hooray.
Yes, sir. See y'all in a bit.